Hello everyone and welcome back to another Destiny 2 video. Today I'm reacting to Glad's video about the so-called truth that PvP players don't want to hear. I just want to prefix this by saying I'm not trying to start any drama here. Everyone has their opinions in these communities, so Glad is entitled to his, and you're going to find that I actually kind of agree with a lot of what he has to say. There's just some things here and there that I don't think are true. And that's okay, because again, opinions are opinions. So the main thing I want to, and this is true, I've said this before, that people do have their own opinions about how Bungie should make the game. And that is 100% true, and you're never going to make everyone happy. It's impossible. Bungie has never said that Destiny is a PvE game with PvP intertwined. That's never been something they've said. And if you're like a lot of these players, me included, you're a D1 player who's been around, your introduction to Destiny was PvP. Unless you played in the alpha, you played PvP before you even touched PvE. And that's where I fell in love with this game. And, you could say that PvE is where Bungie makes the money, and you're not wrong. I mean, the seasonal models are built around PvE. So, you wouldn't be wrong saying that. It's just Bungie has neglected PvP for so long that PvE has become the frontrunner. It used to be there was a bit more of a balance. It wasn't a complete balance, but it was maybe like PvP 40%, PvE 60%. And that has dwindled over the years. Why? We don't know. Is it because Bungie's working on Marathon and they've taken most of their resources there? Gee, I sure hope so, because we have full-fledged cheaters just chilling in lobbies consistently, while people who are speedrunning are getting banned because they're speedrunning. That's why full-time Destiny 2 PvP players like Grenader Jake have said, look, I'm done. I've been suffering too long, and now I'm going to move on. And I don't blame him. That's why you're watching PvE in the background of this video, because I can't dredge up the will to play Destiny 2 PvP right now. It's horrible. Even Iron Banner, which is a more casual experience, is something that I just can't anymore. And I've played, at this rate, I've probably played more PvE hours in Destiny 2, but overall, I definitely have more PvP hours. But again, Destiny 2 PvP will give you nothing but strife and pain, and that's why I've moved on. And that's again something I agree with Glad. If you don't like PvP anymore, you should go do something else. He's not wrong. But again, you can't say it's because people want Destiny to be a hardcore PvP game. Nobody thinks that should be the case. At least in the majority of the community, they don't want a hardcore focus on PvP. They just want some type of support, new maps, new modes, new content, weapons, something to help Crucible be as rewarding as something like a Grandmaster Nightfall. It's just not even close. You play the hardest playlist in PvP. Trials, right? You get a weapon, you get like an Ascendant Shard, an emblem. You do a Grandmaster, which by the way takes maybe 15-20 minutes if you're really good at it. You get Adept Guns, which are not the greatest thing anymore because crafted weapons exist, but they're still pretty good, right? But you have a chance for exotics, enhancement prisms, Ascendant Shards, all this stuff, and guess what? You can do it again in another 15 minutes, whereas a Trials run might take you anywhere in between half an hour to an hour. It's insane how the lack of rewarding what's the word I'm looking for? The lack of time investment in PvP. It just isn't rewarded as much as time investment in PvE. It's not even close. You do a raid, you know, you get 5 weapons, you get a chance for red borders, you get a chance for the raid exotic, you get cool looking raid armor. That's even more, just a better place to spend your time. So, again, I highly, extremely disagree with the fact that Destiny isn't a PvP game. It's just been neglected so long that the community has either given up, or like has been mentioned, they're still trying to get through because they love this game. They know what PvP can be when it's at its greatest, but it's just not even close to that right now. So, you know, and the other thing is, right, we all expect PvP to be this big thing. No, Bungie has told us in the past, you know, we're going to put time into this. Trials is going to come back, but it's not going to be half-baked. Guess what? It came back. It's half-baked. People would be negative if PvE flopped in a way that Destiny 2's PvP has flopped. It is completely flopped. And not because it's bad or because it's a horrible experience, but again, because Bungie hasn't put the time in. Sure, they've balanced here and there. They've patched things that can be abused. Just no service. Just they don't care. And that's all I'm gonna say. I've moved on from this, and I hate to keep beating the dead horse, just like I've beaten up on Lightfall these past few weeks. You know, I'm going to move on. Me right now, I'm just taking a break from competitive PvP in general. I used to play a lot of Apex, Overwatch, Destiny 2 PvP, but none of it has just been as rewarding, even like as a just fun thing to do. So I've been playing story-oriented games, and you know, that's where I'm gonna put my time for now, because those for me have been more rewarding, at least as of recently. So let me know what your opinion on Glad's video is. Let me know what you think about PvP in its current state. It's sad. It's sad to me to think about. But I look at the future of Destiny as a whole, and it's bright. To me, I think it's even brighter if they can fix PvP. And I say fix because it's not fair to the PvP community to just have something so neglected and ignored. It sucks. It really does. And you know, you used to have people who only played PvP and people who only played PvE. Now those people have either gone and they're playing other games, or they're playing more PvE, whatever. But again, it just makes me upset to think about it and talk about it. So that's it. Subscribe if you haven't, like the video if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.